Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. I love sharing yoga, so I'm really happy to be here. So before I start, if anyone has done yoga, traditional yoga on a mat, this is a little different, but I believe you can have the same benefits from a chair yoga practice. And I just want to say that everybody is different, every body is different. So listen to what your body needs today. I will be your guide and your instructor, but you are your expert on your body. So if something doesn't feel right or you don't enjoy a pose, just don't do it. You can catch up with us when we move into a different pose. So just remember that your body, your practice. I'm your guide, and let's see, what else? I think that's it. Really, all we need is the chair. And I'm going to start us by doing this a little centering. It's up to you. You can have your eyes open or closed. All of this is a choice. Like I said, I'm just your guide. So we're going to start. So I'm going to have you just really sit up tall with a tall spine. So shoulders up and then down your back. Okay. So as Inez was saying, she's sitting at her desk a lot. I think most of us during this shelter in place COVID have been sitting a lot, I imagine, hunched over, whether it's a couch or a technology device. So my goal today is to kind of open up the front body, work on the neck and the shoulders and the legs and the feet. So it's really going to be a total body workout or work in, as I say in yoga. But that's the goal. And also, I'm assuming most of us have been stressed. I know I've been stressed during this time. And a lot of times when we're stressed, we kind of hunch over. We're kind of in protection mode. So again, we're really going to try to open the body up. Okay? So we're going to find that tall spine. We can bring the hands to the lap if that feels good. And again, eyes can be open or closed, your choice. I'm going to close my eyes. And I just ask that you start to notice yourself in the chair. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your thighs and your buttocks in the chair. You may feel your back against the chair. Just really feel the support of the chair. So we're letting go of whatever happened in the day thus far and really arriving here in our room, in our space, and in our chair. You might just start to notice the sounds outside the room. You might start to notice the sounds inside the room. Maybe it's a fan, maybe it's your breath. Just start to be mindful. And then we're going to start to tune into our breath. So you might place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart, just to really sense the breath coming in and out of the body. So on our next inhale, we're just going to feel how the belly, the ribs, and the chest rise. And on the exhale, we're going to feel how the chest, the ribs, and the belly soften. And if you're new to yoga, we really try to breathe in and out through the nose. That helps to calm the body. If you have trouble breathing out through the nose or in through the nose, you're welcome to breathe out through the mouth. Inhale, fill the body with the breath. And exhale, let the breath leave the body. So we're still feeling our feet on the floor. We're still with our tall spine, our chest open. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Inhale, filling up belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, ribs, and belly. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, let go. I think we have 1 more breath here. Exhale. If your eyes are closed, you can slowly open the eyes. If your hands are somewhere on the body, you can slowly bring the hands back to the lap. And let's start to move through the body. So we're going to have the hands on the lap if they're not there. We're going to inhale, lift up through the chest, let the chin come up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to exhale, round through the spine. Chin comes in towards the chest. Inhale, lift. And exhale, turn inward. So we still feel the feet on the floor, the bottom in the chair. Inhale, we're opening the chest, we're opening the heart. And then we're exhaling, turning inward. These are called seated cat-cows. Let's do one more. So we let our breath guide our movement in yoga. We let our breath be our anchor. Next inhale, we come back to a straight spine. So really check in. Make sure your spine is tall, your shoulders are down your back. And then we're going to move right into the neck. That's where a lot is where I'm holding a lot of tension. I imagine you might be as well. So we're going to inhale, lift the chin, and then exhale, bring the chin down. So we're only doing this movement with the neck. And then just find a pace that feels good for you. Inhaling, lifting, and exhale, bring the chin down. So you might stay in one position if that feels good for a few breaths, or each breath might move you in and out. Remember your practice. What does your body need right now? Next inhale, we're going to slowly bring the head back. And we're going to exhale, bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. So you might be feeling a nice sensation, a nice stretch in the left side of the neck. So this might feel like enough, or you might lift that left arm out to the side and see if that changes anything for you. So we still feel the feet on the ground, the bottom in the chair, and we're feeling that opening in the left side of the neck. If the left hand was lifted, let's bring the left hand down. Inhale, bring the head back to center. And just take a pause and notice if you feel any differently between the left and the right side of the neck. And then we're going to exhale, bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. So this isn't a forcing, it's just an allowing. We're allowing gravity to help, and now we're feeling that opening in the right side of the neck. So this might be just right, or you might experiment with lifting the right arm out to the right. And when that happens, for me, I feel a deeper stretch, especially in the top of that right shoulder. One more breath here. If the right hand's lifted, go ahead and bring it down. Inhale, head comes slowly back to center. And just check in, see how that feels. Now we're just going to do a few neck circles. We're just going to slowly turn the head around. So you might hear some popping and cracking. So that's that tension that's releasing. If there's any sharp shooting pain, please make sure that you stop. We don't want any pain, but we do want to release that tension. So you can go as slow or as fast as feels good for you. And then you also might notice if you have any tension in your jaw. I'm someone that holds a lot of tension in my jaw. I clench my jaw, so I need to check in every once in a while. Next time your head comes up to center, take a pause. And when you're ready, go in the opposite direction, please. You might notice that one side's a little bit easier to move through. We don't judge, we just notice and move on. And again, just let that tension release. We'll do maybe 2 more in this direction. Feel free to smile if it feels good. And then we'll pause here. Once we come to center, we'll all meet here. Inhale in center, and then we bring the chin over to the right. Just looking past the right shoulder. So check in with your posture. See if you still feel the feet on the ground and make sure your spine is lifted. Then remember, we're trying to open up the front of the body here too. One more breath. Inhale to center. And then exhale over to the left. Just gently glancing past your left shoulder. And again, only going as far as feels good. Don't force. 3 full breaths here. It's really trying to stay present in this moment. Giving yourself this break of not having to really do anything or think about anything, just being with your body, releasing tension. Inhale back to center. Just take a moment or two and notice if just these movements have helped maybe free up any space in the neck or release any tension. And then we're going to move right along to the shoulder. So that's another place that I hold a lot of tension, especially lately. So we're going to inhale, bring the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale, just let the arms rest. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Next, inhaling, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears, exhaling down the back. You can keep the arms down by your sides if you like, or you can bring the hands up in front of you and see what feels better for you. So you might be hearing that release, that popping and cracking. You can make a noise. Everybody's on mute, so nobody can hear you. If you want to just release out. And then we're going to pause. Let the arms rest. We're going to go in the opposite direction now. Inhaling, shoulders up towards the ears, exhaling down towards the chest. So again, arms can be by your sides, or you can lift the hands up. See what feels best for you, and then just move through this. And one more. And then we'll release. Let's shake out the arms and the hands. And then we'll come back to the shoulders. So you can either grab wrists or opposite elbows. Okay, so see what would feel good. And we're going to inhale to reach those arms overhead. So now we're getting that stretch in the side of the body here. And then we're going to exhale, bring those arms back down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Let's do that 3 more times. Just find your own pace. Remember, we're letting the breath guide the movement, and inhale lifts up. And exhale brings us down. If you'd like to stay in one with the arms lifted for a few breaths, go ahead. I think it's one more. Make sure you're breathing, not holding your breath. Now we're going to bring those arms back overhead. And we're going to exhale, bring the arms down the right side, over the belly, and then inhale up the left. So this might feel really good for your shoulders. I really love this movement. So again, still pressing down through those feet, making sure we have a straight spine as possible. Let's do one more in this direction. Next time arms are overhead, we're going to keep them there. And when you're ready, go in the opposite direction. So down the left side, inhaling as you go up the right and overhead. So again, one side might feel a little bit more fluid than the other, and we just notice and we move on. Our bodies are not symmetrical, so that's often the case, that it feels a little bit different on one side than the other. Let's do one more. Next time, elbows are down by the hips, we release and just let the arms rest on the lap. we're gonna come into a forward fold. So your forward fold could be here with your hands on the knees. It could be here with your forearms on the knees, or if you'd like, you can travel down and let your chest rest on the knees and the thighs and let the hands come down to the feet. And then let the head and the neck hang. So we can be here, here, or here. We're going to take a few breaths here. So make sure you're placing even weight in both feet and the bottom so that we don't fall out of the chair. And then just let yourself hang here. Maybe thinking of any worries, any stress, just kind of rolling out the top of the head. Let's take one more full breath here. And then we're all gonna press down to the feet, and we're all gonna meet here with the hands on the knees. And we're gonna open up through the chest here. Okay, so we're pressing down through the hands and then opening up through the chest. We'll take one more full breath here. And then press down through the hands and then slowly lift the back up. And we're gonna start working on the legs now. We're gonna extend that right leg out and the right toes are gonna flex up. Hopefully everybody can see my feet, okay? So we're getting a nice stretch in the back of that right leg. So this might feel just right. Maybe your hands come to the side of the chair. Maybe they rest on the thighs. Maybe you wanna experiment by folding forward a bit. You can have the hands come to the left knee. Maybe the right hand journeys down towards the right toes. If you're folding forward, you most likely will feel a different stretch in the back of the leg. So make sure you're breathing, pressing down through the left foot, flexing the right toes. And then just notice where you feel the sensation in your body. Next inhale, come back up wherever you were. And we're gonna switch. So we're gonna extend the left leg out. So left toes are pointed towards the body. We're pressing down through the right foot and you may stay here. This may be just perfect. This may be just enough of a stretch in the back of that left leg. You might come hang out on the right knee. Maybe you journey and bring that left hand down towards the left toes. Just make sure you're breathing, trying to stay in this moment. Where are you feeling this in your body? Notice if any tension has come back up in the face or the jaw or the shoulders. Let them relax. Breathing, one more full breath here. Inhale, come up, press through that right foot, slowly bring the spine back up and we'll rebend that left knee. And let's sit back in the chair a bit, okay? And we're gonna extend that right leg out and we're gonna point and flex. So in this shape, we're strengthening that right leg. So hands can come to the side of the chair, they can hang out in the lap. We're pressing down through that left foot. Now we're gonna pause and we're gonna circle. Circle through the ankle. You might hear some popping and cracking, and then go in the opposite direction. Okay, and then we'll pause. And then if you'd like to, you can crack the toes. Some people don't like that, but if that feels good to you, you can do that. And then we're gonna bring that right foot down, take a pause, and then inhale, extend the left leg. We're gonna point and flex. So again, hands can be in the lap, they can be on the side of the chair. Breathing, if it feels good, maybe a smile. And then we're gonna circle the ankle. And then in the opposite direction. You might notice that one foot is a little noisier than the other. And then we'll pause, and if you'd like to, you can kind of crack the toes or pop the toes. And then we're gonna bring that left leg down, and we're gonna come into mountain pose. So we're just gonna sit up tall, our feet are firmly planted, and our palms are out in front of us. So if you've done a traditional yoga class on a mat, mountain pose like this. So we're doing our mountain pose in the chair. So we're opening up the chest here, taking a few breaths, opening those fingers wide. Now we're going to take that right arm over the body to the left, and we're going to use that left hand to gently guide it over maybe a little more. So we're getting now into that right shoulder. So right arm over the body, left hand can be up towards the shoulder, maybe down towards the hand. So this might be enough. Maybe you look past your right shoulder. Notice how that changes the pose just a bit. Breathing. If your head is turned to the right, please bring it back to center. And we'll bring that right arm down. And then we'll bring the left arm out and then cross the left arm over the body to the right. Right hand can come up to the top of the arm. It can come down more towards the hand, opening up that left shoulder. Stay here for a few breaths. So again, we're not forcing, we're just allowing the body to open. You might look past the left shoulder if that would feel good. Breathing, noticing where in your body you're feeling this sensation, this opening. One more full breath here. If the head is turned, go ahead and bring it back to center. Release that left arm. We're going to come back to our mountain pose. So remember, tall spine, feet planted, arms reaching out to the sides, palms open. It's like you're receiving, opening. Now we're going to inhale, reach those arms up. And then exhale, bring the arms down. Find your own pace. Inhale, lifting. Feel that stretch in the sides of the body, and then exhale down. Let's do that 2 more times. Feet are planted firmly. Next time your arms are overhead, let's stay there so we can all meet there. And we're going to look up towards the fingers of the ceiling if that feels good for your neck. If not, you can stay center. And then we're going to open up the arms like cactus and open up the chest. We're going to inhale, bring the arms together. You can peek at me. And then exhale, open up through the chest. Inhale. Arms do not have to touch. Maybe they do. Exhale, open. Let's do one more. And then we're going to bring the arms behind us. So you're either going to interlace the fingers, maybe the wrists, or maybe the elbows. So that's behind your body, okay? So, and then we're going to open up here. So remember, I wanted to get a lot of opening in the front of the body. So really open the chest here. Gaze can be forward, or if it's okay for your neck, you can bring your neck, or your head rather, back to rest. Breathing here. One more breath. If your head is back, slowly bring it back to center and release the arms. We're going to come back to our legs. So we're going to inhale, hug that right knee in. If that's too much, you can just kind of bring the foot up, okay? Or you can hug it in. So you might stay here. So we're pressing down with that left foot, that's our anchor. Or you might open that right knee out to the right. So we're trying to get into that right hip a bit. So you can be here, you can be here. If you need a little movement, you're welcome to circle the ankle, or you can stay still, see what feels best for you. And just notice if you feel anything in that right hip. If the hip and the knee are out to the side, let's bring it back to center and then release that right foot. and they'll come to the left side. So you could lift the left leg up. That might be enough today. You could hug the knee in. Just make sure if you have any injuries in the knee, be very mindful. So this might feel just right, or you might experiment with opening that left knee and hip out to the left side. You can bring the right hand down if you need to. It can stay on the lap. So we're still trying to keep that tall spine as much as possible, pressing down through that right foot. If you need a little movement, you could circle the foot. And if the left knee was out to the left, let's bring that knee back to center and then bring the left foot back down. Come back to mountain pose for a few breaths. Just notice how you feel. One more breath here, eyes open or closed. We're going to inhale, reach those arms up. We're going to take a twist. We're going to bring the left hand to the right knee, and the right arm can come to the side of the hip, or it can come to the side of the chair. And we're going to look past the right shoulder. We're going to stay here for 3 full breaths. So pressing down through both feet. So twists are really good for digestion. So this might feel really good for your spine here. Let's inhale, reach the arms back up alongside the ears. And exhale, let's twist to the left this time. Right hand to the left knee. Left arm can come down by the hip, or maybe it comes to the side of the chair. Again, pressing down through the feet. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, twisting. You might notice it feels differently on one side than the other. Let's stay for 3 full breaths here. You might imagine letting this twist ring out the body, letting go of anything that's no longer needed. One more breath. Inhale, reach those arms back up. And then exhale, let's come to our forward fold. Remember, you can be here, you can be here, you can be here. Just letting your head and your neck hang softly. We spend so much time keeping our head upright, so let's give the head and the neck a little rest for a few more breaths. And then we'll slowly roll up. So wherever you are, maybe your hands are on the feet, maybe they're on the knees, maybe they're up here, but we're just all gonna roll up through the spine. Just imagine stacking each vertebra on top of each other. And taking a breath here, noticing how you feel. So we're gonna move a little bit swiftly in this next movement or series of movement. This is called half sun salutation. So you might watch me one round and then do it. Okay, so we're going to inhale, reach the arms up. We're going to come into a forward fold. We're going to inhale, lift the chest up. We're going to exhale, forward again. We're going to press down through the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms are going to touch and hands are going to come to the heart. So that's one round of a half sun salutation. So now you can join me if you didn't the first time. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, find your version of a forward fold. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, bow forward. Press down through the feet. Inhale, reach those arms up. Palms may touch, they may not. And then exhale, hands back to the heart. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, find your forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Feel that opening in the chest and the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Press down through the feet. Inhale, reach those arms up. Then exhale, hands to the heart. One more. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up, open the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Let's keep those palms to the heart. Take a breath here. So we're really gonna press those palms together, elbows come out to the sides, and we're gonna exhale, twist to the right, palms stay together, feet press into the floor. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. We're really pressing those palms together, twisting to the left. Inhale back to center. 2 more times on each side. Exhale to the right. Find your own rhythm. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. You can go faster or slower than me. What does your body need? Whenever you get there, we'll meet in center with the palms pressing together. We're going to exhale, twist to the left this time. We're going to bring the right elbow to the left knee and keep the palms together. Make sure you're breathing, don't hold your breath. Inhale back to center. And exhale, left elbow to right knee, pressing the palms together. Right elbow presses up towards the ceiling. Come into this twist. Breathing here. Inhale back to center. And reach those arms out alongside the ears. So this is called chair pose, which is kind of funny because we're in a chair, but in a traditional class, chair pose is like this. So we're gonna do our chair pose here. Maybe you open the arms. That might feel better for some with any shoulder difficulties. So you can be here, you can be here. Let's take 2 more breaths. Notice where you feel this. Do you feel this in your thighs and the backs of your legs? If your arms are here, we're gonna all slowly come back to center. We're gonna reach those arms up and we're gonna point and flex through the arms. So we're strengthening the backs of the arms here. And we're also getting a little mobility in the hands. We're gonna rest here for a breath and we're gonna circle the wrists. So if you've been doing more typing, this might help the hands. Pause, and we'll go in the opposite direction. Breathing here. And then we'll bring those hands back down. Take a breath here. Notice how you feel. We're going to come into a forward fold. So again, you can be here. You can be here, you can be here. We're gonna bring the left hand to the right knee, or if you're down on the floor, left hand can come between the feet and we're gonna reach that right arm up. I really like twists, if you can tell. They're really good for the body. So reaching that right arm up. So you might be here, you might be here. And then exhale, let's bring that right hand back down, either to the thigh or to the floor. And we're gonna inhale, reach that left arm. So right hand might be on the floor, left forearm might be on the knees, reaching that left arm up. One more breath here. And then bring that left hand down. It might be on the floor, it might be on the knee. And if you're on the floor, go ahead and press down through the feet and then slowly roll up vertebra by vertebra. Back to our mountain pose. So tall spine, shoulders down your back, pressing through the feet, palms open wide. Eyes open or closed. So now we're gonna come into eagle arms. So I have a few options. So let's open the arms out like they're wings, okay? So first option is you can kind of hug yourself. So the right arm comes over the left, right? So hands are on opposite shoulders. Or you can bring the right arm underneath the left and then twist the arms, okay? So we're opening up the shoulders. So you might stay here, or you might bring that right knee and cross it over the left knee. If you want to go a little further, that right foot might hook behind that left foot. So in a traditional yoga class, this is eagle. Okay, so we're just doing eagle in the chair. Breathe in the shoulders. One more breath. If your feet are twisted, go ahead and untwist. Bring that right foot back down. Untwist the arms, reach those arms out. And then we're going to exhale, go in the opposite direction. So hug yourself in the opposite direction if that's that arm position you chose first, or left arm comes underneath the right. And you might stay here, or you might cross the left knee over the right. Stay here, or the left toes might reach behind that right foot. Breathing here. We'll uncross the legs if they were crossed. Left foot comes back. Uncross the arms, reach the arms out. And then exhale, bring the hands back to the knees. Come back to our mountain pose. So hands can be on the knees, or you can come with the palms wide. I'm going to put my hands on my thighs just to give the arms a little rest. We're just going to take a few minutes to come into what's called Shavasana in yoga practice. So I'm going to ask that you just kind of come all the way back into the chair. You let the chair hold your body. You're welcome to keep your head lifted, or I like to bring my forehead down, and I like to let my hands just rest. And this is the time in the practice that we come to silence for a few minutes. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed if that feels better for you. We're just going to take a few minutes to let all that goodness soak in on a deep cellular level. Come back to the breath that we were following at the beginning of the practice. Again, let your body be held by the chair. Soften through your face and your jaw. Let your shoulders relax. Let your arms and your hands relax. Let your legs and your feet relax. Just focus on your breath. When your mind wanders, because it will, that's what our mind does, just notice kindly and bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. start to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to the chair, back to your body. And you can invite some gentle movement back to your body. You could wiggle your fingers and your toes. You might just gently rock the head from side to side. You might stretch the arms. Then we'll come back to a seat that we started in. Just coming back to feet on the floor, tall spine, hands in the lap. So I want to thank all of you for allowing me to guide you through this chair yoga practice today. And thank you for sharing your energy with us. And thanking yourself for taking the time to practice being more mindful of your body, of your breath, and giving yourself a little self-care. If it feels right for you, you can bring your hands to your heart. And I will bow my head saying namaste, meaning the light in me honors the light and the love in all of you. Namaste. Thank you.